Welcome back, guys. Today, in this video, we will go over role and access in the HR module. To begin, go to the HR, then select role and access, or just use the smart search to search it faster. This section is used to manage what employee's role is allowed to access in the back office and at the POS. You can control permissions based on the role assigned to the employee, such as cashier, manager, administrator, or any other role created for your store. On this page, you will see three main tabs: Access by Level, Access by Area, and POS Access Legacy. We will start with Access by Level. In Access by Level, the system lists different access levels or roles available in your back office, such as administrator, cashier, POS, power user, or any custom role created for your store. From here, you can manage the permission setup by role level. This is useful when you want to control access based on the employee's assigned role. Next, we have Access by Area. Access by Area gives you a more detailed view of all the back office permissions. Over here, you can see each area name and the category it belongs to. For example, you may see permissions under Account, Products, Reports, HR, Store, and other back office sections. If you click the Access Listing icon next to any area, a side panel will open on the right. This panel shows each role and whatever that role is currently allowed or denied for that specific reason. For example, if we select an access such as Accounts, we can see which roles are allowed and which roles are denied for that area. If you want to change access for a role, simply click the drop-down next to that role and change it to allowed or denied. You can also use the search option to quickly find a specific permission. For example, if you search for products, the system will show you product-related permissions such as adding items, deleting items, viewing inventory, product summaries, and other product functions. This makes it easier to find the exact access you want to update instead of scrolling through the full list. Now let's move to the POS Access Legacy. This section is used to manage permissions for the POS side. Over here, you will see POS security names such as Administrator, Store Manager, Cashier Supervisor, or Cashier POS with inventory and closing. When you click the Access Listing icon next to one of these POS roles, a side panel will open on the right as well. This panel shows POS permissions such as Discount, Edit Items, Exit POS, No Sale, POS Login, Price Change, Refunds, and many more options available to you. For POS permissions, you may see options such as Owner, Allowed, or Denied, or similar permission levels depending on the setup. For example, if a cashier should not be able to apply discounts without approval, you can deny or restrict the discount permission. If a manager or owner should have full access, those permissions can be set accordingly. This is important because POS access controls what employees can do directly at the register. It helps prevent unauthorized discounts, refunds, voids, price changes, and other sensitive actions. Always make sure you are selecting the correct role before changing any permission, because the change will apply to all employees assigned to that role. So to summarize, use Access by Level to manage permissions by role, use Access by Area to control detailed back office access for each role, and use POS Access Legacy to control registered permissions for POS users. At the top right, you will see an Access for dropdown. This dropdown controls which access group you are currently viewing or editing. The available options may include Back Office Pro. This is for back office permissions. Use this when you want to control what employees can access inside a back office, such as accounts, price book, reports, HR, and other modules. Cash Card. This is for cash card related permissions. When this option is selected, the access list will only show permissions related to cash card functions such as login, manager access, and override fee permissions. The POS. This is for POS related permissions. When POS is selected, the access list will show register related permissions such as applying discounts, camera access, cash only override, day close, device setting, invoice refund, login or logout, and other POS actions. Before making any permission changes, always confirm that the correct option is selected under Access For. If you're trying to update Back Office Access, select Back Office Pro. If you are trying to update register permissions, select POS. And if you're working with cash card permissions, then select cash card. Okay, so when you select a role, the system will show the access permissions for that role on the right side. For example, if we select the cashier role, we can see what that role is allowed or denied access to inside the back office. Each access item can be set to either allowed or denied. For example, if the cashier needs permission to log into the back office, that option should be set to allowed. If the cashier should not be able to change their back office password, that option should remain denied. If you need to change a permission, simply click the permission status, then switch it from denied to allowed, or from allowed back to denied. The system will update the access settings accordingly. If you want to give access to multiple permissions at once, select the permission using the checkboxes, then click Allow. If you want to remove access, select them again and click Deny. Now, this same role access section can be used for POS. At the top, switch from back office to POS. Once you switch to POS, you will see the access permissions related to the register functions. For example, if we select the cashier role, we can see what the cashier is allowed to do at the POS. Some POS permissions may include discount, price change, voids, returns, and other register actions. For POS access, you may see an option such as allowed, denied, or even notify. If a permission is set to allowed, the cashier can perform that action directly. If it is set to denied, the cashier cannot perform that action. But if it's set to notify, the cashier may be stopped at the POS and ask for a manager's approval, such as scanning a manager's card or entering the manager's password. For example, if cashiers should not apply discounts on their own, but a manager can approve it, you can set the discount permission to notify. This allows the action only with the manager's approval. You can also search for POS permissions such as discount, price, changes, voids, or any other access items, and update them the same way. Always make sure the correct role is selected before changing permissions because the access will apply to all employees assigned to that role. If you need to add a role, you can click the Add Role on the top right corner. Over here, you can see the roles that are already created. You could be able to delete it, edit, or even copy this to clone it. If you want, you can also add a role here. You can add the name for whatever it is, either an employee or department. Once you save it, it will be listed down here on the level name. From here, you can click the access listing and assign the roles accordingly. You can also choose to import a role if you have it saved in a format, upload it from your computer, and import the role into the system. And that is how you manage employee role permissions for both back office and POS using the role access section in the HR module. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys in our next module.